Welcome to everyone. I am going to explain about joining processes in manufacturing technology 1. Manufacturing a part as a single unit is sometimes impossible since a part may be made up of so many difficult shapes. In such situations, different methods are used by the manufacturing systems to joining the parts to obtain the complete unit. The processing techniques used to fabricate a given shape are called as joining process. There are many techniques in joining process. They are mechanical joining, electrical and electronic joining. In mechanical joining, welding, soldering, brazing, adhesive bonding, riveting, screwed fastening are included. In electrical and electronic joining, soft soldering, hot soldering and crimping are used. And the next slide is fusion welding process. In fusion welding process, the SMAW, GMAW, SAW are used as consumable electrode. These three techniques are used with the help of consumable electrodes, but GTAW and PAW are used with the help of non-consumable electrodes. Electron beam welding and laser beam welding are used with the help of high energy beam. SMAW, shielded metal arc welding. It consists of consumable electrode, flux coated rod, flux produce productive gas around weld pool, slag keeps oxygen off weld bed during cooling, general purpose welding widely used SMAW, and it is a portable one with a thickness of 1 by 8 inch or 3 by 4 inch. Electric arc welding. There are two types of polarity, straight polarity and reverse polarity. Straight polarity is shown in this diagram with shallow penetration with thin metal. And in reverse polarity, deep weld penetration is shown with the help of thick metal. Here, AC gives pulsating arc and it is used for weld thick sections. And here comes GMAW, gas metal arc welding. In gas metal arc welding, metal inert gases are used with the help of consumable wire electrode, and it is shielded with help of gases, and it can be easily automated. Here the power source is DC and AC. In DC, reverse polarity is used for hottest arc and AC is used for unstable arc. In SAW, that is submerged arc welding, the input current is 300 to 2000 amps, that is 440 voltage. It consists of consumable wire electrode with the help of shielder provided with flux granules. Due to flux granules, low UV radiations and fuse can be produced. In such case, flux acts as a thermal insulator, and it is an automated process with limited flats. It consists of high speed and quality, which is suitable for thick plates. In TIG welding, it consists of non-consumable electrode with or without filler material. It consists of shield gas, usually argon, and consists of thin sections of aluminum, magnesium and tin. It is mostly expensive and highest quality. In laser welding, in laser beam produced by CO and YAG laser. High penetration, high speed process, and concentrated heat is equal to low distortion. Laser can be shaped, focused and pulsed on off. Workpiece is up to 1 inch thickness, and typical applications is jewelry, fine wash, small sensors, small parts and components, thin sheet materials. Solid state welding processes: friction welding, diffusion welding, ultrasonic welding and resistance welding. Friction welding: when one part is rotated and another part is to be stationary, the stationary part forced against the rotating part. Friction converts kinetic energy into thermal energy. Metal at interface melts and it is joined. When sufficiently it is at, rotation is stopped and axial force is increased. In resistance welding, the coordinated application of electric current and the mechanical pressure in the proper magnitudes and for a precise period of time to create a bond between two base metals. Here the heat is provided by resistance to electric current, that is Q is equal to I square RT. Input current is 0.5 to 10 voltage. Force applied by pneumatic cylinder in resistance welding. Resistance welding. In diffusion welding, part forced together at high temperature, heated in furnace or by resistance heating. Here the atom diffuses across the interface of the materials, that is surface of the metal to be welded. After sufficient time, the interface disappears. It is good for dissimilar metals and the bond can be weakened by surface impurities. The soldering and brazing. Only filler metal is melted and not base metal. It can be used only during lower temperature compared to welding. Filler metal distributed by the capillary action. Metallurgical bond formed between filler and base metals. These three can strengthen the joint typically, that is stronger than filler metal itself, weaker than base metal, gap at joint. Soldering. In soldering, alloys of tin, that is silver, bismuth, lead are used. Melting point is typically below 840 degree Fahrenheit. Applications: PCB manufacture, pipe joining, jewelry manufacture, typically non-load bearing. This is manual PCB soldering, soldering iron and soldering wire, heating lead and placing soldering, heat for 2 or 3 seconds and place wire opposite iron. This is the surface finish of soldering, trim excess lead. This is PCB reflow soldering. PCB pairs have the following functions: supply solder material, wholesale components, clear the solder lands and prevent further oxidation. Brazing. Use of low metal point, that is low melt point, filler metal to fill the gap between matting surfaces to be joined, utilizing capillary action. Types of brazing classified by heating method, torch, furnace resistance, and the applications are automotive, joining tubes, pipe joining, electrical equipment, jewelry making. Thank you.